Welcome to On the Move.
Just take a stand there. Raise your right arm. Do you solemnly swear or affirm your testimony is positive, the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, thank you. Please be seated. And you can state your full name and spell your last name for the record, making sure to speak up for the truth.
Dustin Stephen O'Brien, O''Brien.
And Mr. Randall.
Yes, Mr. O'Brien. Are you currently employed?
I am.
And where are you currently employed?
Pacific Response.
And what is that?
It's a security provider in Washington, Oregon, and Idaho.
Okay. Do you provide security for anyone in Vancouver?
Correct, I do.
What is that?
Kirkwood and Big Owls.
Big Owls. For those of us that may not be familiar with Big Owls, what is Big Owls?
It's a family entertainment fun center.
And what kind of activities, I guess, do they offer?
Bowling, arcade, restaurant, and bar.
What is your position?
I'm head of security for all of the Big Owls locations.
What training have you received?
Oregon Department of Public Safety Standards and Training, along with Washington Department of Licensing.
Okay. What are your typical duties and responsibilities?
Patrol parking lots in the interior of Big Owls, investigate complaints from customers and our employees, monitor for alcohol consumption.
What shifts do you typically work, or I guess what days during the week?
Typically, right now or back?
Back then, we'll go with.
Back then, weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, active Thursdays.
And why those days?
We have bigger clientele, more people in the building, more kids.
So are you familiar then with what I guess you just call what a typical Saturday night may look like at Big Owls?
Yes, I am.
Could you just describe that roughly? And we'll say, I don't know, early evening.
Early evening, probably between 6:30 and 9. A lot of families. Usually we have a wait list for bowling. It could be up to 2 hours. People in the restaurant and kids in the arcade.
I'm going to move us to the night in question, to June 29th, 2013. Do you recall whether or not you were working?
I was.
And do you recall what you were doing, I know it was a while ago, at approximately 8 p.m.?
An exterior patrol of Big Owls.
And what is that, an exterior patrol?
We check for vehicle damage, people prowling cars, people drinking in their vehicles, people doing drugs or any other items that's illegal inside their vehicles.
When you were doing that exterior patrol, did you see anything out of the ordinary?
There was a male across the parking lot with a weapon.
Okay. Do you recall how he was carrying or holding that weapon?
It was slung over his backside on his, I believe, right shoulder.
Okay. What's going through your head when you see that?
Just thinking possible active shooter scenario. There's a man with a weapon. It's not commonly seen.
And I guess, why is that something you're thinking?
Just for recent activities, training, people with weapons in a parking lot of a family fun center could be a possible threat.
And did you see that prior, during, or after police interaction?
Prior.
How did you react?
I initiated a lockdown of the facility of Big Owls, which means that I have managers or leads secure all the doors leading into Big Owls and exiting by locking them.
And how did you facilitate, I guess, that lockdown? I mean, how did you communicate that?
To start off with, it would be two-way radio interaction. Unfortunately, it's loud inside, and so the manager wasn't quite sure what was going on, so she came to the front doors.
Okay. Were there cars in the parking lot that day?
Yes, there were.
Sorry. Were there cars in the parking lot roughly at that time?
Yes, there were.
Were there people in Big Owls at that time?
Yes, there were.
What kind of demographic?
Families.
Families. Were there children there?
Yes.
When you observed him, roughly how far away would you say you were?
Probably half a football field, maybe a little bit more.
Okay. Did you observe anything while you're making that call in for, I'm guessing it's radio, while you were radioing in to dispatch?
Just that he was making his way further towards Big Al's.
And did you see anybody in the parking lot at about that time?
There was cars pulling in along with some people coming up to the front doors.
And can you describe how those people were coming up to the front doors?
They were moving at a fast pace, possibly a jog or a sprint.
Okay. And were you guys in lockdown at that point?
We were.
So were they allowed to go in?
At that point, due to the nature of what was going on, they were allowed to enter the building in order to be safe.
Okay. For those of us that may not know, what is a lockdown?
A lockdown is pretty much where we secure the building, and most of the time nobody in or out. That can vary from time to time if there's people seeking cover that are not a threat or not a part of a situation. From time to time, we allow them in.
Okay. And how many people would you say that you allowed in around that time?
During the lockdown?
Yes.
I would say 4 to 6, maybe 7.
Okay. And why did you make the decision to go into lockdown?
Because there was a male in the parking lot advancing towards Big Al's with a weapon.
Did he point the gun at you?
He did not.
So why go into lockdown then?
Just with training and the recent events around, not locally, and we're both locally and worldwide. It's not a common thing for someone to have a weapon stringed to their back walking into a family fun center.
Had you met that individual before? Prior to that night?
Not that I know of. During maybe interaction in the past at other properties, possibly, but not that I know of.
Okay. Did you know what his intention was?
I did not.
What kind of businesses are in that area?
Restaurants. There's a yoga place, coffee shop, along with donut shop, and a Thai restaurant. And during that time, there was a fireworks stand.
Okay. Any of those businesses open at around 8 p.m. on a Saturday night?
Most definitely.
Did you talk to police that night?
I did.
Did you make a statement that night?
I did.
What happened after police left with Big Al's?
After the initial incident, or after they actually completely left Big Al's?
I guess after they left Big Al's.
After they left Big Al's, I contacted the owner of Big Al's to inform him of the situation. At that point, he requested just an extra presence of security.
Okay. What point did you guys, I don't know if it'd be cease the lockdown or stop the lockdown?
The Vancouver police car arrived in the front of Big Al's, and at that point he exited his vehicle and came up and said, "Everything's clear. Everybody's okay."
I don't have any further questions at this time.
I'll be detained right now, officer.
Let me see your ID.
No, thank you.
What's that?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Okay, why are you saying no, thank you?
I know it's my Fourth Amendment right. I don't have to show you my identification. Okay, so you're not going to answer. Okay. What's your badge number?
1382.
And your name?
Devlin.
Yours?
1375.
Name?
Strayer.
You do know that you're required by law to actually give me your name when I
I just
ask.
did.
Really comfortable too. That's one thing I really like about this bag is the comfort level of it. But anyway, so let me move on here and we'll start showing the back here, show the features. First thing first here, we got the front of it.